All right. Assalamualaikum and salam sejahtera to my friends. Good night, good evening. Good evening and good evening to you, sir. And today will be our presentation about the digital board game by us, MLC Sabah students. And I present to you my group members. And before that, my name is Zain.
My name is Isaac Iskandar.
My name is Ivan.
My name is Matthew.
And that's about it. Our other member is busy, but yes, we will compile to it. All right. So moving on to the first part of the slide.
Okay, as for the first part of our presentation, we're going to talk about the background and concept of our digital board game. So, the background of our game revolves around scientific-based theme of jungle and animals. Due to our main focus on science, we highlight and emphasize the scientific features and components of animals, such as their diets, characteristics, and food chains, and etc. And thus, we name our game after them, which is Wild Science. Moreover, the concept and idea of our digital board game are the players. I'm going to only briefly explain the instruction of our game idea. So the players will be divided into separate teams that will compete each other. And both teams will have to answer question as they roll dice. And the winning team is determined by the fastest team to finish the game. So that's the brief background and concept of our digital board game. Moving on to the our next part.
Alright, so for this part is the instruction of the board game. This slide is itself self-explanatory, but I'll say it. There are four players in this board game, and they are divided into two teams, like Isaac said just now. And each turn, players are required to roll the dice and move to the tiles according to the number which was rolled. Then the third part is there are specific tiles on the board game in which if step on gives you the ability to skip multiple tiles, such as ladders or snakes. Okay, the ladders allow you to skip 9 tiles, whilst the snake allows you to skip 8 tiles. And lastly, the team who answered the most questions correctly, whilst being the fastest to move along the tiles wins. So, next slide. So this is a brief explanation of the rules. Players are not allowed to move their pieces without rolling the dice. Second is players are only allowed to communicate between their own team members. Third is failure to answer the question for 3 times will bring back the team to the start again. And the fourth is players are only allowed to roll the dice once per turn. Right, next.
All right. Now moving on to my part will be the judgment or the punishment as to if you if you fail to follow the rules of the board game. So, all right, don't mind the typo, but players are required to answer the science team questions correctly within 30 seconds, which is based on the timer that we have put in the board game. And if they got the wrong answer, the punishment is they are required to move back 1 tiles. That is for the wrong answer. However, if the players answered questions wrongly 3 times in a row, they are required to move back to the starting point because it correlates with our board game. Our board game won't be that complicated, but if this does happen, then they are required to follow the rules, the judgment, etc. Punishment. Players are given the chance to answer question twice if they got it wrong once, and team members of each team can help brainstorm idea of the players who rolled the dice and moved on to to the tile with the question, and they can help them answer the question by just brainstorming ideas. All right, moving on to the next presenter.
All right, for my part, which is the platform we use to make this board game, which is Genuinely. Genuinely is a versatile online platform that follows users to create interactive and engaging content. It offers a range of benefits for both education and professional purposes. In the interactive nature of Genuinely, co- content creation helps to capture and maintain audience attention. Features like animation, videos, quizzes make learning more enjoyable and effective. Many journey templates are designed with accessibility in mind, ensuring that content creating can be easily understood by users. The platform often includes features that allows for collaborative work, making it ideal for team projects and educational activities. Moreover, generally can be used for a wide range of purposes, including education. Generally is a versatile multimedia creation platform that offers a broad spectrum of elements to enrich content creating. These elements include text, visual, graphic, videos, and animation. I think that's all for my part.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Muhammad Razi. I'll be explaining about the creative thinking techniques that employed, so which is their brainstorming, thinking, collaboration, analysis, and experiment. So brainstorming, we actually did our brainstorming, which is before we doing the board create the board games, just to make sure the board games works really well. So we actually discuss to pick the science team just to make it more fun and challenging, so it can test our skill thinking techniques. So there are basically 6 thinking heads that related to our board games, which is El Debono head, white head, red heads, black heads, yellow heads, green head, and the blue head. So we start with the white head. White head. Dice rolls determine movement. Place answer time science questions and face penalties for wrong answers. Special tiles allow skipping. And the red heads, players feel pressure and excitement from time questions and penalties, with potential camaraderie or frustration from teamwork. Black hat, challenges include stress, discouragement from penalties, possible from conflicts or complexity. Yellow hats, benefits include learning, teamwork, communication, and excitement from competition. Green hat, add team tiles, mini games, and diverse questions for variety. And the blue hats for the last one is ensure clear rules, smooth gameplay, and effective digital elements, focusing on in scientific knowledge and teamwork. So for the collaboration, we actually collab with the other groups, which is they're actually doing the board games also, so that we take the inspiration from them. So actually we collab just to make the board games works really well. And for the analysis, we actually analysis this game based on the snake games that actually we playing on phone, and the snake games that we play, like the Monopoly ones. We actually analysis this game based on the Monopoly and the snake games that we play on the phone. And the experiment, which is we already test this game before we final finishing up. So we actually test and experiment by playing these games, so it can be played by others really well. So actually we already test this game. Okay, yeah. Oh, that's all from me, I think.
All right, now we will be moving on to the board game itself, and we'll see you there. Okay, jom buka board game. All right, so without further ado, let me show a demo. All right, so this will be the tutorial. If you click on this, it will show a video of the vertebrate. Okay, bagus, bagus. All right, so this will be the video.
Hi, friends! Today we will talk about vertebrate animals. Do you know which ones they are? Vertebrates are animals that have an articulated internal skeleton. This skeleton supports the body and allows them to move. Vertebrates are classified into 5 groups: mammals, birds, fish, amphibians, and reptiles.
All right, so that's it for the introduction. Now let's play. All right, Matthew, roll the dice.
All right.
Unfortunately, you have to answer a question here. Let me see.
Damn.
All right, Matthew, which of these animals are vertebrates?
It's that one.
Is it on number one, number two, or number three?
Number 3.
Let's go with number
Uh,
3. Isaac is my team. How dare he? Oh my god.
Eh,
all right, you got wrong. Go back here. All
Ya
right,
kita
second
sama
one,
tim
Isaac.
lah, Zack. Astaga.
All right, Isaac, roll the dice.
Boleh cut sekejap kah?
I'm
Boleh cut
rolling.
sekejap kah?
All right, so what happens if you answer a question wrong? You go back one step. All right, Isaac's turn. He has to move situation 1, 2, 3. All right, now he's forced to answer question number 4. All right, which of these animals are invertebrate?
Sekejap. Apa tu invertebrate? I mean,
Jawab Zack.
Scorpion, Zack. Scorpion.
yeah, scorpion.
Mantap.
Very good. Correct. All right, you stay here. All right, now green team. Ivan, roll your
Carol.
dice. All right, move 5 turns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, you're good. You're lucky. And now it's gonna be my turn. All right. 1, 2, 3. I have to answer the same question. Is my enemies. All right. So. All right. So what Okay. So what happens if you answer questions correctly? You get to go. You get to go through all these tiles, and if you get to the snake, you can jump from tiles from this tile. I mean, if you get to number 4, you can jump from number 4 onto number 21, and so on and so forth. For example, I got here. I could jump here, and then I could just roll my dice again, play normally until I got all the questions. And the objective here is whoever answers the most question while also being the fastest to go through the end, and they will be the winner. All right, so that's it for our board game, and thank you very much.
Alright. In conclusion, our digital board game is one of our best digital creation and also one of our effective approach that we can make use its value for learners. All thanks to the creative thinking skills and techniques that we have learned and utilized, our brainstorming sessions and all the digital elements that we have integrated as the result to our fun and engaging digital board game. So that's it from our group, and thank you very much.